Hey everybody, Gena Kirby here, live from Albuquerque and my kitchen, and I'm here with two amazing women, and I am so excited. If this is the first time that you've ever seen them or heard about this, I am stoked, like in a very selfish, egotistical way, that I get to introduce them to you, so yay me.
We're happy to be here too.
My house.
So happy to be
So these are the wonderful women from the fifth vital sign. And so if you've been living under a rock, or you have children, or you've been going to births and you have children and you live under a rock, you probably never heard of them. So for everybody who hasn't, I want to introduce you to Kelsey and Emily. And I want you guys to tell me, like, what is the fifth vital sign? Why do people need to know about this? What are you doing that you are driving all over the United States talking? What are you talking about? What's the thing? What are you doing? What's your deal?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Sometimes we ask ourselves that.
We're like, our deal is talking to people about their bodies as if they're worth something. That's really the bottom line of our deal. Talking about options as if we have them, as if there is abundance, as if we can have anything we want. And the fifth vital sign is really the menstrual cycle. The menstrual cycle can tell you as much about your body as a vital sign, so it should be one. And yeah, we talk about a bunch of stuff in our courses.
Yeah. Right now we're driving for 3 months around the U.S. In a car, our Honda CRV. And we're 6 weeks in. We're stopping in over 63 locations to do these classes where we give an overview of the menstrual cycle. We talk about fertility awareness, breast awareness, menstrual cycle products, informed choice and hormonal birth control, or any type of birth control, and diet and lifestyle.
And that's huge, though. I mean, I think maybe some people, like a very small majority of people would be, or minority of people would think, like, oh, well, everybody knows that stuff. But we don't. I don't. Mm-mm. I can tell you about birth all day long. I can do a workshop from now until probably next Thursday and not stop when it comes to birth. But ask me about, like, fertility. I have 4 kids. You would think at some point I would figure it out, but we don't. We don't know about our bodies.
We really don't. And we kind of, like, I like to say that the place we are right now with this stuff is that it's kind of like when you meet somebody and you don't get their name and you never get an opportunity to ask again. After a while, it's too late and you're just like, okay, I'll just build my whole life around not knowing that one piece of information, except it's about our bodies. And when you don't have that information, the choices are kind of made for you and you passively decide things. And we don't feel like that's empowering, and we don't feel like that is safe. And we're building on a broken foundation if we keep going that way. We gotta go back. We gotta be like, hey, meet your cervix. Hey, those things, these guys, like, this is what they do, and like why, and this is your hormones and how they talk to each other, and like, let's talk about it, and there are no stupid questions, and let's just support each other.
Yeah, all I have are questions, and I'm hoping they're not stupid, because there's a lot I don't know about my own freaking body. And I made choices all of my life about fertility just on a whim, like, and not really, those choices were kind of made for me, where they were like, well, you should just try the pill, and there was no informed consent, there was no anything around it. And I really love this idea of teaching our kids, like, when's too young to learn about your body? No, there's no too young, right? And I like that. I remember a friend of mine was babysitting Ava, and she said something about her vagina, and my girlfriend was like, she's 5, she shouldn't know that. And I was like, what? Why should she not know about her own body? So that was a really interesting thing for me, because I felt like shamed and shameful that I had taught my daughter about her body. And then I thought about it for a while, and I was like, no, I think I'm doing the right thing.
Yeah.
We should kind of know how our stuff works.
That's really it. And Emily and I were noticing as birth workers, Emily's a doula and I'm a labor and delivery nurse, and we were noticing that some people were meeting their breasts or meeting their cervix for the first time while giving birth.
It's a huge deal.
And yeah, you're feeling vulnerable potentially, or
I can't even tell. Like, I wouldn't know what my own boobs look like. I mean, I grew up Catholic, right? So I'm really ashamed of my entire being, like all of this. And so, yeah, breastfeeding was like the first time I ever like really looked at my boob. I was like, is that what my nipples look like? Like, I wasn't like intimately involved with myself.
But that's
which is
common.
Crazy town.
That's really common. Like, this body that you live in, that's yours. And we like to say that your provider and, all these layers of information are great and you can use them, but you are the authority. And we really want to stop giving people that language to advocate for themselves way before you're in the birth room and it's all happening and you're being asked to make decisions with so little information that it just doesn't make sense.
I remember reading in Little House on the Prairie, the whole series, the very last one, where Laura Ingalls Wilder gives birth to babies, and you have to read it because it's so like dreamscapey and bizarre, and like she wakes up and she's had the baby, like she doesn't really understand where it came out of. Like, that's insane. If we're old enough to give birth, shouldn't we understand like where it's going to come out of at the very least? Like, it boggles the mind. I would love for you guys to get together with raising kids without sexual shame. It's a group.
Whoa.
Yeah, Nicole Shapiro runs it.
Yeah,
everything. Right? So all those things, you guys need to get together for sure. But I love what you guys are doing. Where are you going to be at next? Like, can you name like the next 5 cities, or is it like too much? I can't tell you where I'm going to be next. Like, I think I know
Kelsey.
2.
Yeah, sure. We will be in LA April 20th. We have an awesome event at One Roof Women in Venice. We're doing a panel discussion with Ricky Lake, Hannah Ransom, Jessa Blades, Pan Katsani, and Holly Griggswall. We're really excited. And then we also have a class the 21st in Laguna. We're doing a class in Portland. In Other Words, a feminist bookstore. We'll be in Seattle. We'll be in Walla Walla, Washington.
We're going to be in all the places. Like, we've driven hundreds of miles to give this class to 2 people, and we've been like, oh my god, 2 people came. That's awesome. Let's say all the things. Like, let's talk about all the things. Oh my god, you guys are amazing. Like, yeah, we just are so lucky to be able to be on this trip, and so thankful for everybody that's brought us here, everybody that's brought us into their homes and shared with us their knowledge, and just having this conversation. Like, we know that we're not the most qualified people to be doing this, but we're doing it, and we're so excited, and we just want to give people all the things, and we want everybody to have options, and like just know that there's like no scarcity, and that's just like
right. There's
not
more than
real.
enough.
All the things, we can all have what we want.
Right. We should be. I love that idea though. That like, thanks, Jack. This is the best plaything ever during a video, right?
Bashing things.
Oh, you want water? I think he's just trying to tell me something. So just really quick before we say goodbye, which we are going to say goodbye, I just want to say thank you for the work that you're doing. And even if it is 2 people, like those 2 people can go out and make a huge difference, or just in their own families and change everything. This is really important stuff. It's not just about, I think people think that knowing like your choices with fertility, that has to do with just sex, but it's not. Like, it's our sexuality, and I think we've really we've made our sexuality like a bad thing, and it's really
not.
We're
wearing these clitorises. I actually want to do a graffiti piece, which is the full anatomy of the clit, and then over it says, "Have you heard the good news?" Have you heard the good news about female pleasure? I'm serious, because a lot of people haven't.
They haven't.
Hi, meet your clitoris. I'm so serious.
Only the people who watch me all the time know how happy I am right now in this moment. I can't even stand it. I'm going to say goodbye now so I can love and kiss on these ladies and hear more good news about my clitoris. So I like the way you say it, though. My clitoris. My clitoris. I think I'll just say it that way from now on. Like, I'll just be talking like a normal American person, and then I'll say, and then my clitoris. Delicious. Oh, and look at my new shirt. I was just gifted this. How happy am I? Tell me I'm beautiful. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.